You gotta stop. Get your hands off of me. Can't you see you've turned down? I've first met like you a lot, but one man's smile is another man's frown.
In this video, I'll demonstrate how the song that you just heard was produced using a Toontrack-centered workflow, from creating a drum sequence using Toontrack MIDI packs to shaping the final mix with Toontrack's Easy Mix plugin. As you can see, I have a guitar, bass, and keyboard track that were recorded to a metronome, and I now need to finish the foundation of the song by adding a drum track. This can be done easily and creatively using EZdrummer and Toontrack MIDI. Here's a quick sample of the audio tracks to get an idea of what the song sounds like. Since I'm working with a pop song, I'm going to load EZdrummer and the new EZX #1 hits on a stereo instrument track in Pro Tools. Once loaded, you can click the arrows for each pad to customize your sound set, or you can also choose one of the presets. For this song, I'll use the MIDI pack that comes with the Funkmaster's EZX expansion library, as it contains grooves played by legendary funk drummers Clyde Stubblefield and Jabbo Starks. Thus, it will fit the aesthetic of the recorded tracks nicely. Funkmasters is one of many EZX expansion libraries for the EZdrummer plugin that can be added to supplement the available sounds and MIDI. All of EZdrummer's expansion libraries and MIDI packs can be found at toontrack.com. For my drum track, I'll start by looking for grooves in the general BPM range with closed hi-hats. Once I've found the groove that I want to use, I simply drag it to the instrument track in Pro Tools. From here, I can pick and choose the different grooves that I want to continue dragging and dropping to the instrument track to complete my drum sequence. Now that my MIDI track is complete, I want to supplement the kick and snare MIDI with additional sounds. Because #1 hits has more than one kick drum, I can select all of the kick notes and duplicate them on the MIDI note for the additional kick drums so that they all trigger at the same time. In addition to my #1 hits drum track, I would also like to add some Latin percussion, starting at the pre-chorus of the song. To do this, I'll create another instrument track, launch the EZdrummer plugin, and then select the Latin Percussion EZX. Just like #1 hits and Funkmasters, Latin Percussion is an EZX expansion library for the EZdrummer plugin. Once again, it's as simple as dragging and dropping the groove from EZdrummer to the instrument track in Pro Tools. In this instance, I'll pull a groove from the Percussion Ensemble category. Now that I have all of my drum tracks assembled, I'm going to take advantage of the multi-out feature of EZdrummer. By doing this, I will be able to manipulate the individual channels of EZdrummer in the Pro Tools mixer and process them with Toontrack's Easy Mix plugin or any other plugin that is available in the system. The first step will be to create 7 new aux tracks. 7 aux tracks are created because the output of the initial instrument track will still be active, thus making 8 total outputs from EZdrummer. The process could also be performed with audio tracks if you decide that it is necessary to record the output of EZdrummer. However, in this instance, you would of course need 8 audio tracks. Next, I'll open the EZdrummer plugin with #1 hits and I'll change the mixer to multi-channel. Finally, I change the inputs of the aux tracks in Pro Tools so that they receive the individual outputs from EZdrummer. I won't repeat the process for the Latin percussion tracks because they are in the background of the music, and I will simply process the stereo track as a whole. Now that all of the individual instruments are routed to separate channels in Pro Tools, I'm going to process them with the Easy Mix plugin. Viewers, this is Easy Mix. Easy Mix, these are our viewers. Now that you're acquainted, Let me show you what EasyMix can do. EasyMix is a simple but powerful plugin that gives the user instant access to a huge selection of presets for various instruments. The amount of presets can also be further expanded beyond the stock selection with Toontrack's EasyMix expansion packs. EasyMix will be the only sound processing plugin that I use in this session. I'll start with the drums by loading EasyMix on the kick channel. Then all I need to do is type in kick in the EasyMix interface and click the different presets while I play back my track. Once you find one that you like, you can further adjust the faders to control the various aspects of the processing. It is important to note that EasyMix does all of its EQ, compression, reverb, delay, and other processing behind the scenes so that the user can simply choose a preset and decide whether it's right for them. You can see exactly what processing EasyMix applies by looking in the Details window. The Details window also shows the parameters that the faders control for the processing. As you can see, I've added EasyMix plugins to almost every channel in Pro Tools. Here are a few of the most important tracks with the EasyMix plugin engaged and then bypassed, so that you can hear the difference.
I won't fall for your temptations. I made it clear, but you won't let go. I think that you gotta stop. Get your hands off of me. Can't you see you turn down?
Now here is the entire mix with all of the EasyMix plugins engaged, and then with all of the EasyMix plugins bypassed.
Your reputation says you never ever got a no. I sure can feel it 'cause you stick to me. I won't fall for your temptation. I made it clear, but you won't let go. I think that you gotta stop. Get your hands off of me. Can't you see you turn down? Others may like you a lot, but one man's smile is another man's frown.
From composition to final mix, Toontrack offers the necessary tools to create and shape your music. Thanks for watching.
You need to solve them. Put your feet on the ground. Just start at the top and work your way down.